Hey everyone, welcome back to the brand new series where we are going to identify and solve the problem that you guys are facing inside the accounting module of Odoo. So let's start from the basic and the most emergent question from your users, which means why your invoice is still stuck in the payment stage but not yet paid it. So it usually means that you guys have started a payment, like you created a payment, but it's not fully completed by Odoo. Okay, so many users are get confused about is that an error that happens inside accounting module, but no, it's not like that. Okay, it's actually you guys have started a payment and it still sits under the transit stage or not yet fully reconciled. Okay, so here in this video I'm going to discuss about that, how to solve that problem. So let's start the video. So now let's start from the basic thing. So I know that most of the users have the same doubt, like why we are just providing the invoice section and it's look like that's in the payment or paid section. Right, so here in this video throughout you will understand why it's actually showing like that and how to solve that mystery. Okay, so let's talk about one thing. Like I know that the introduction part you already heard about this. Like many users are thinking like in payment means it's something wrong that you are actually done inside the accounting module of Odoo. But you should understand one thing. It means the payment exists, but Odoo is waiting for final confirmation. Like you guys need to give a valid a valid option to the Odoo to give the next step throughout. Okay, so in simple words we can see what are the kind things like payment has been actually registered, but the money is still in the transit session but not fully recognized yet. So here in Odoo, you all know that here we have two main journals, which is a bank and cash. And you all know that for a bank journal we need the reconciliation, like we need to import the bank statement, or we can simply provide the bank statement or the transaction in a manual way as well. And we need to reconcile each of the invoices and the vendor bill through the bank journal, right? So in certain cases, if you are just going to create any kind of invoices using this bank journal, it's actually providing that in payment session, and you need to configure some of the options under the journal as well. But in the in the case of this cash journal, but it's definitely an opposite of the bank journal, which means in inside the configuration also you need to set up something, but in using the cash journal we don't need to reconcile anything because that's a cash journal. Okay, so let's see what are the things. So most of the day, why this is actually happens are, or what is the main reason is your payment journal is using an outstanding account, which means an outstanding receipt or a payment account inside your journals. I'll show you. Like moving on to the configuration itself, we had two journals. Let's head over to the journals. So here I'm taking it's a bank and a cash. Moving on to the bank journal, now you can see this is the configured option. And moving on to the incoming and outgoing payments, if you are not providing the perfect or that the specified outstanding receipt account or the the outstanding payment account, it will be actually giving you that's enough paid manner. Like there you can see the invoices is directly moving on to the paid session but not in the payment session. But you guys should understand one thing, we are using a bank journal. If you are just moving with a real company or in a real business case, we need to reconcile all of the transaction. So that's why you need to provide an outstanding receipt account and under the outgoing payments there we need to provide an outstanding payment account as well. So I'll show you. So let me provide this as the outstanding receipt. Moving on to the outgoing payment session, here I'm going to providing the outstanding payments account. Okay, so if you have any kind of doubts, which is what you mean by incoming payments and outgoing payments, which means this is actually refers to the invoice, which means if we got any kind of payment from any customers, it's incoming payment, and if we are going to pay any of the bills to the vendors, it's actually outgoing payment. So you need to set up an outstanding account. If you need to provide your invoice session that you need, that's in moving on to the in payment session, after onwards the reconciliation it will be moving to the paid session as well. So let me show you that. If I'm just saving like this, I'll show you a simple example. Moving on to the invoice session, just creating a new one with any of the specified customer. Let me open word, and I'm going to provide a particular product which is table. Okay, randomly a table. Its amount is 200. So this is an invoice, right? I'm going to confirm this. So after onwards, I'm confirming. We have the payment option to pay this. So here you need to choose the correct journal. So here I'm choosing it as a bank journal. So now let's create a payment. After onwards, now you can see this is in payment stage but not in paid. It doesn't show that in paid session, right? So moving on to the payment button that you can find on the top of the session, there you can see it's in draft stage first of all, and next it is moved on in process stage but not in paid stage. So how you can simply provide this in a paid stage? Let me show you. So we didn't reconcile this. Let's head over to the dashboard itself. Moving on to the banks and transaction, I'm going to create a manual payment. That's a customer payment, right? So let me provide the correct date for this reconciliation, providing April 27th. This is a customer payment. Once I'm done with that, we need to choose the partner, which is Openwood, and the amount as well 200, or you can just import the statement from your bank as well. Now let's add and close this. Okay, that's a customer payment. And now you can see this is reconciled. So let me remove this one. This is not an internal transfer. We need to reconcile this, and there you can see. So I'm taking that. So now you can see this is reconciled. Okay. So if we are moving on to the customers and invoice session, let me show you whether it's paid or not. Now you can see the status is moved to the paid session. If I'm just taking that particular invoice, it's moved to the paid, and moving on to the payment configuration as well. It's moved from the draft into in process, and then it's moved to the paid session. So that's what happening if you are just providing the actual outstanding account inside the bank journal. So in the case of the bank journal, you must need to provide an outstanding account, which is an outstanding receipt and outstanding payment. Why? Because in the real case, we need to reconcile all of the transaction that is actually happened through the journal, which is the bank journal. Okay. But in the case of the cash journal, it's not like that. Let me show you. Moving on to the configuration section. And there we have the journals, and I'm taking the cash journal. Okay, this is our cash journal. Just taking that. And under the incoming payments and outgoing payment, what you need to actually do is under the outstanding receipt account and the outgoing payment account, you can specifically choose that particular cash account which you provided under the cash account, which means the cash account. You can provide the same as the cash account under the outstanding receipt account and the outgoing payment account. Why we are providing like that? Because in the cash journal, we didn't need to reconcile that. It's directly moved to the paid session. Let me show you. We are provided an outstanding receipt and outgoing payments account as well, or you can either remove this. It also moving up, onto the paid session. If you are just removing that, no problem. But here I just provided the same actual cash account that we are using. Okay, I just provided something like this. Moving on to the customers, I'm going to create a new invoice, which is new. Choosing the customer, which is Azure Interior. Choosing the product, let it be same thing, which is table. And I'm going to provide the price, which is 200 itself. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to confirm this. After onwards, we need to create the payment. So there we have the payment session. I'm just going to remove this journal as bank to the cash. I'm going to just provide like this. Once I'm done with it, there you can see all the configure option. Let's create a payment. Now you can see under the bank journal, it's directly move on to the payment session. In payment session, if you're just providing an outstanding account there, but here inside the cash journal, it's directly moving on to the paid session because of why we didn't need any kind of reconciliation in the case of if we are using a cash account, but we provided an outstanding account there itself, or you can remove there. Okay, but this is the actual difference between in payment and paid session. So you must need to follow up these steps and these configuration while you're setting these two journal. Okay, so that's the one thing, like you need to provide all of them. And like if you want to do this in the correct way, you can use this thing, and under the reporting session it's actually giving you the accurate what reporting and the transaction and everything is there as well. Okay, so you all have a doubt like which method should you use, guys. So if you are moving with a real business bank transaction, use a reconciliation flow like what I showed you at the first using the bank journal. Or for any kind of cash payments, learning symbol step, you can directly use the direct paid flow, which I just show you using the cash journal as well. So you all know that many users are actually panic and think like if they are just so like that's in a payment session, like the payment is failed or invoice is broken, Odoo has an error. No, actually Odoo is simply waiting for the final accounting setup. So if you are just doing the same configuration that what I did inside this video, you can simply do whatever the things that you need. Okay, like you can reconcile, you can do the cash payments, you can simply do all the configure options as well. So what we learned from this video, if your invoice isn't stuck in the payment session, the payment is accessed, need to reconcile or journal uses any kind of outstanding account. So you can use these use these tabs while you are just stuck on this in payment session. But if you are just using a bank journal but you are stuck in payment session, simply do a reconciliation, your problem is solved. But if you are in the cash journal but you saw something like that in payment, it's a inaccurate way, because cash journal should see or should show a green ribbon which is called paid as well. So that's all about the mystery that related to the in payment and paid session. Many of the users are actually confused about that, but don't worry, that's not a kind of confusion. You can simply solve that using the symbol step. Like you need to understand what is the logic behind that. Okay, why we are using a bank journal, why we are using a cash journal, and how you can provide the each of the configured option, how you can specify the what outstanding account, what is the needs and want of that outstanding account, and for each of the journals how we can use them, and what is the actual outcome while we are providing that particular account. All thing that you must to understand, or you guys must need to understand about that thing. Okay, so that's all about this video. So I hope you all understood this video. If you solved your problem using this method, please do like, subscribe and share with your friends. And one more thing is that if you face any kind of problems in Odoo 19 accounting module, please comment down below. I'll make a video about that thing. Okay, so bye.